Hey guys, well, it's been a week since I last made a video, which was starting up the two diesel vehicles, my mother's car and then my truck, when it was 7 degrees out and it was snowing. And so a week later, the snow is all melted. It is a beautiful 72 degrees out here in North Texas. So today, it's a good day to get all the lawn equipments out and running for the first time this year. And as always, I will split it into two parts. So for this video, I'm going to do all the handheld equipments, the Echo and Stihl equipments. And then the next part will be the lawn mowers and then the chipper shredder. So, got quite a bit. Nothing has changed in all of them, only except I've included the McCulloch Beaver chainsaw, which is one of my grandfather's chainsaws. I decided to just keep it down here rather than just bring it back up to the farm. And so, yeah. So I guess that, without further ado, we'll get started here. How about we start out with the mini tiller? So, I know my shadow's kind of blocking all this. Well, y'all can see that very well. So this is a Mantis mini tiller, which has an Echo engine. It's an Echo TC2100, but with the Mantis name. Even though it does say here, powered by an Echo engine. I don't know if there's any gas in this thing or not. Nope, we are completely bone dry. So I'll put some gas in it and we'll see if it'll start. Alright, we got some gas in it using the Echo Red Armor fuel. There we go. It's a little difficult to try to get this cap on because the throttle cable is just right there and it just gets in the way. So let me push the purge bolt, making sure if it's getting gas into the carburetor. Yep, it is. Okay, we'll pull the choke out, we'll turn the switch on. Let's see what this thing will do. All right. Alright, that one's good, runs good, even though I hardly ever use this thing. I may use it every once in a while just to maybe tumble up all the scraps in the compost pile, which it seems to work really well on it. In case y'all are wondering on where the tines are right over here. Yeah, there's the tines right there. Okay, next one. The next one is a 2010 Echo HC150 hedge trimmer, which I've had this now for 11 years. This is Echo's entry-level hedge trimmer, or used to be, which I think the one now is the HC2020. See how this one will start. Toggle switch on. The choke, the purge bowl is underneath the carburetor. Give it some pushes. All right. Oh, I think it popped a little bit. Let's see. Well, okay then. Oh wow, that's the easiest that it's ever started. I don't think I used it since maybe last November when I was cutting all that stuff beside my bedroom window. Okay, next one. Next one is a McCulloch Beaver model 2014 chainsaw. It's a pretty small chainsaw. It has a 14-inch bar on it. I don't know what the cc's are on this saw. I'm assuming the 20 must mean it's 20 cc's, and then the 14 would mean it's the width. I think it's a little bit more than that. I'm going to say around 30 cc's, somewhere around there. And let's see how this starts. On, choke. There is one thing I got to be real careful with. Is for some reason when I push this purge bulb, it's actually squirting gas into the carburetor's venturi. If I press on it too much, it'll flood it. I don't know why it does that, even though I rebuilt this carburetor about 7 or 8 years ago. Alright, that should be enough. I'm going to advance the throttle. See what it does. Oh, how about that? That's not too bad. You know what? I don't have anything to cut. Oh, wait a minute. A little bit of remains of that sump. Oh, that thing just stalled out for some reason. Yeah, let's just do one tiny little cut under this stuff. Oh, not bad. This is just the remains of the stump of that maple tree that we used to have in the front yard. Perfect. Now for the other chainsaw. Alright, the other chainsaw. This is a 2012 Echo CS400. Now this saw has a 40.2 cc engine and it has an 18-inch bar on it. I believe you can also fit a 16-inch bar. So in this case I have the longest one. It's been a good saw, even though pretty much lately I've not been using it that much either. That's a reason why I like to use a precision engineered fuel like this Echo Red Armor fuel, or even True Fuel. I only use that fuel in some of the stuff that I hardly ever use. Okay, this thing hasn't ran in such a long time. Let's see how this one will do. Okay. Kind of move y'all right here a little bit. That should work. What the heck, why don't we also cut a little bit of that stump with this saw as well. And just like the McCulloch, this one cuts really well too. Alright, so now for the trimmers. Alright, so now we'll do the trimmers. We'll start out with the oldest one. So this is a Echo SRM 2201. See it right there. Definitely a good old Echo trimmer. My dad bought this trimmer in either 1989 or 1990. I'm not too sure, because I do know it's well over 30 years old. Runs excellent, but we'll see how it'll start today. You know, the last time I did use it, I had a hard time keeping it running. So we'll see how it'll do today. And I'm kind of having the same issue. Oh well. Alright, so next one. The next one is a 2002 Echo SRM 2400SB. This is definitely another good trimmer. This is basically my dad's preferred trimmer whenever we would go up to the farm to cut the grass up there. This is the trimmer that my dad always used. Only except I put the new Speed Feed 400 head on it because, let's see, about 10 years ago I put just the typical Speed Feed head. The only thing about with those, and then this one here, the regular Speed Feed head only holds up to about 10 feet of string, whereas the Speed Feed 400 holds up to 20 feet. Just because almost every time whenever my dad would use this trimmer at the farm, he would run out of string a lot quicker. Whereas now, since I changed out the Speed Feed heads to this more better one, he doesn't really have that issue anymore. Alright. Enough of me talking here. Let's see if this one will start. Oh wow. I did not expect that thing to start on the first full, even though it had been used, I don't know, probably since November. So next one is a 2010 Echo SRM 225. So this is Echo's entry-level straight shaft trimmer, and they're still made today, even though the ones now just have some minor changes to them. They have a different air cleaner cover, and on the front cover they put the Echo logo to like right here in the horizontal position like that. they would put the model number at the back, right on the starter, right underneath the Echo label, because right here on the back it would say SRM225. So that's basically just the only differences. But other than that, they're the same trimmers. Okay. One thing I like about this trimmer is the oil starter. Echo calls it the i30. Stihl has their own version called the Easy 2-Start, which there's just one extra spring in there that requires just less effort to start it. If I give it just a slight pull, it'll just start right up. Sure do like them. Alright, next one. Next one is a 2011 Echo PAS230. This is just a power head only, and I got the trimmer attachment on it, so it functions more like an SRM230. This obviously has about 15% more power than the SRM225. This unit here has a 22.8 cc engine, which I forgot to mention the SRM225 has a 21.2 cc engine. Let's see how this one will start. This one usually starts a lot harder though than the SRM225, but we'll see how it'll do today. Alright, so that wasn't too bad. Alright, and the final trimmer. And the final trimmer, this is a 2017 Stihl FS91R. And unlike the Echoes that have a 2-stroke engine, this has a 4-stroke hybrid, whereas Stihl calls it a 4-mix, which is basically it's a hybrid engine. The bottom end is basically it's a 2-stroke, whereas the rest is a 4-stroke. Doesn't have no oil sump. With this unit, it requires you to use a gas oil mix just like you would on a two-stroke engine to get its lubrication. So no need for an oil change. And that also cuts back on the weight. We'll see how this one will start. Now this is a semi-automatic choke. That way you don't have to hold the throttle down whenever cold starting it. If you do squeeze the throttle with the choke closed, it'll automatically will open the choke. We'll see how this one will do. So far this has been a good trimmer. I've had it now for almost 3 years. I know some people complain about them, saying that the valves on them need adjusting, but so far I've not had to bring this one in for any kind of repairs, whether if it's valve adjustment or anything like that. Even though I did use this trimmer a lot last year at the farm, that's what I've been using this trimmer mostly for. It works really well up there. Alright, let's see how this one starts. How about that? One pull. Actually, the last time I used this was when the last time I was at the farm, which was in mid-November. Definitely has good throttle response. And to shut it off, just hit the stop button. Alright, and now finally the blowers. Alright, so for the blowers we'll start out with the oldest to newest. So here's the oldest one. This is a Echo PB400E backpack blower. I think the difference between, I think with the E on this one means that it has an electronic ignition module, whereas I think on the regular PB400, I think it had points and condenser ignition, but essentially the same blower. So see how this starts. Choke, switches on, no purge bulb or primer, just the choke only. We'll just pull it until it'll start. How about that? Another one full wonder. Yeah, this one is a loud one, but it runs good, which unfortunately I can't use it anymore just because a broken strap, unless I can see about getting this one fixed, but I'm not too worried about it right now. Alright, next one. Next one is a 2009 Echo PB251. Back then this was Echo's entry-leveled handheld blower, which the replacement of it was the PB250, and now the PB250 has been replaced by the PB2520. And we'll see how this one will start. This one should start in no problem because it was just used recently. I used it about 2 or 3 weeks ago. Believe it or not, I had to mow my grandparents' yard. And this one should just start right up. Next one, the 2011 Echo PB500T backpack blower. So I've had this for almost 10 years. Hard to believe it's 10 years old. It's been a good backpack blower throughout all these years. We'll see how this one starts. Should start up in no problem because on the carburetor I put that new and improved Walbro stainless steel spiral metering diaphragm, which are supposed to last a lifetime. Alright, we'll see how this one does. Alright, throughout these years it still runs good. Next one, this is a 2015 Echo PB580T backpack blower. So this model replaced the PB500 that y'all just saw a little bit ago. And I think this one here is powered by a 58.2 cc engine, which is an older Echo engine that's been used in some of their older backpack blowers, like I think the PB603 and the 612 or 613, something like that. But anyways, and it has the more new and improved handle here, and it has a little metal end ring on the tube to help protect the tube, which now two of the top of the line backpack blowers have these, like the PB8010 and now the all new PB9010. And let's see how this one starts. Just move the switch down like that to turn it on. Move it all the way down to engage the cruise control. Alright, and the last one. And finally, this is a 2018 Stihl BG86. So this is Stihl's top of the line handheld blower, or at least the gas powered one. And so this has a 27.2 cc engine. It's a 2-stroke, not a 4-stroke hybrid or 4 mix. And I just changed out the tubes. I just put the flat end tube back on it because this works well in the spring and summer, whereas the round end tube works a lot better in the fall for leaves. And just like my Stihl trimmer, this also has a semi-automatic choke on it. We'll see how it starts. All right. Alright, so that does it for all the handheld equipments. So I'm going to need to change batteries here on my GoPro and also load up these files onto my computer, and then we'll do the lawnmowers. Alright, so I hope you all enjoyed this video, and so thanks for watching.